Boomstick, why don't you introduce his greatest feat with your baritone voice?
Prepare yourself, because Smokey can magically grow so large, he's bigger than Godzilla.
That is fucking horrifying.
Look at the size of him.
All just to emphasize.
Wait, so if he could do all this, why are forest fires still a thing? Could he not just piss on the forest fire?
Really, really bad.
Wait. Wait, did his campaign work, though? I'm not gonna lie, I get the sentiment. Mcgruff the Crime Dog essentially brings awareness to it. But, like, did it help at all? Like, imagine some guy was on the verge of beating his partner. Mcgruff the Crime Dog wouldn't like this. He puts his hand down. I'm sorry, I'll end this. I'll go seek therapy. It's okay, honey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did it work? How? Okay, whatever.
As Mcgruff's plan generally targeted children rather than current criminals, it required patience and time. But
That's true.
Worked.
Okay.
Over the next few decades, crime dropped exponentially. The next generation of America was smarter and safer.
Well, I would assume it's due to other factors. But you know what, Mcgruff the Crime Dog, I'll give you some of it. I'll give you some of the praise.
Now, some of you are probably thinking, hey, you can't prove Mcgruff was responsible for all of that.
What the fuck? They knew.
And I say to you, can you prove he wasn't?
Fuck, he got me.
She's on my phone, I'm on she has left. Up at front desk, I'ma ring that bell.
Smokey the Bear versus Mcgruff the Crime Dog death battle. Fellas, I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard of Mcgruff the Crime Dog, bruh. I mean, it's so for real. Smokey the Bear, I ain't gonna lie, that's a classic. I feel like everyone at least has heard of Smokey the Bear. Only you can stop forest fires. Cuddy, where the fuck was he during LA? You remember that? You remember that shit in like when the LA forest fires were running rampant? My man Smokey the Bear was on retirement, gang. He was sleeping on a job. Hoodie dude, that's not right. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm tired. It's goddamn 1:11 a.m., bro. I am tired as a bitch. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, bro. But fellas, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna try to come in this bitch completely unbiased. Completely unbiased. Cause you know, I like Smokey the Bear, but the name Mcgruff the Crime Dog just sounds funny as shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like Mcgruff the Crime Dog. Really? Like I can't say that name without laughing. Wait, take a bite out of this ultimate battle of mascots. Oh, fellas, I'm excited. Lock in, gang, lock in, lock in, lock in. This pile of blood has been in this bitch-ass fucking concrete, like, middle of the road for years, dude. Like, is anyone gonna clean this up?
When it comes to public service, two animals have gone far beyond the call of duty.
What the fuck?
They're known throughout the world as the
Take a bite out of crime?
symbols of safety. So let's make them fight to the death.
All right.
Smokey Bear, the firefighting mascot of forest safety.
I wonder how, low-key, dude, I really wonder how many people have had, like, a crush on Smokey the Bear with, like, furry stuff running rampant and shit. And that's not even like, hoodie, do you sound weird? I'm being so dead ass, bruh. Gooners ruin everything, gang. I wonder how many gooners look at this motherfucking bear and immediately just get horny by looking at it, dude.
And Mcgruff the Crime Dog, taking a bite out of crime wherever he goes.
All right.
He's whizzing out boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Oh, this shit is beautifully animated. What the fuck? Shit better than fucking the Hank Hill animation, bitch.
Death battle.
Hey.
In 1944.
What the fuck? Wait. How? Which one is this? Okay, this feels like a Matt Pat game theory ass, like, out of context clip, bruh. What is this in relation to Mcgruff the Crime Dog? Because I don't know how Smokey the Bear is in relation to, like, World War II mentioning Nazis.
America's forests faced an ever-increasing threat.
Oh, it is? Okay, Smokey Bear, okay.
Every year, 30 million acres of trees would go up in smoke.
Damn, that's even more trees than Snoop Dogg can burn.
Okay. Is that fucking Kid Cudi?
Smokey was still merely a dream, a figment of imagination, until one fateful day in the Capitan Mountains of New Mexico.
What do you know? A forest fire broke out. The mountain trees were annihilated in a blaze so intense the 30 firefighters called to action were almost incinerated.
Jesus.
Thousands of forest critters either fled or died. All but one.
Atop a smoldering tree clung a lone survivor, a small black bear cub. His paws burnt, his family lost to the flames.
So after firefighters rescued him, there was only one name that fit. Smokey.
Isn't that kind of insensitive, though? Like, imagine... Okay. Imagine the family got murdered, right, in cold blood. Just, you know, family, mom gunned down, father shot, siblings fucking RKO'd through a fucking glass table, and you were saved by, like, the SWAT or, like, the cops or some shit, right? And they decided to take you in and name you fucking, I don't know, Bloody. They decided to name you Bloody the Surviving Human or some shit. Low-key, I feel like you think Smokey might resent that name? Or do you think it's too deep into it? Probably. Why does my man got a birthmark here? What, he got burnt? Is this his nipple?
Young Smokey became the living symbol of fire prevention. They even made an animated short of his new official origin story. And it's pretty horrifying, actually.
What the fuck?
The public adored young Smokey. He received so much fan mail, he had to get his own zip code. And since then, Smokey has successfully helped prevent forest fires and promote fire safety for over 70 years.
That's my goat, bruh. Smokey the Bear still doing it in the trenches. I mean, I don't know. Is he still relevant today?
Out again.
Indeed.
Thank you,
in
Smokey.
just the first 20 years, annual forest fire damage dropped over 80%.
Yeah, thanks to Smokey's advice, I've never started a forest fire in my entire life.
I don't believe that.
Jesus Christ. I actually heard this movie was actually good, though. I might check it out. Like, I heard, like, the dad was actually boxing a fucking dragon, dude.
Hi, my name is Chuck. I'm excited
Okay, you're not the same enduring, you know, how to train your dragon ad, bro. What the fuck do you want to... Chuck? What do you want, Chuck?
to be here in San Francisco to see where Stitch Fix puts it all together. I hate shopping.
Thank you, Chuck. Okay.
To my knowledge, I mean, I've had plenty of opportunities.
I wonder if there's someone who started, like, the forest fires that they have no idea they started. Like, they keep doing something so consistently that you would never think could cause, like a you know, a forest fire, and they just keep on doing it so consistently they keep starting it. I really wonder if someone like that is out there.
Well, I'm impressed. I didn't think you took anybody's advice so seriously.
Why wouldn't I take Smokey's? This guy started a fire safety club, picked up ventriloquism, and even taught the Addams family to put out fires. You know, the people who love pain and things that are generally bad for you.
He's befriended the creatures.
I was so down bad for the mom, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
He successfully protected his dignity through the toughest social experience in recent history, the 90s.
Respect the forest. Protect our trees. Oh, what are you doing? This isn't me.
Smoke, we agreed you'd talk to kids in their language.
I know, but I'll just give it to them straight.
Oh, and in case
That's my goat, bruh! That's my goat! He escaped the fucking bullshit-ass little fucking... fake shit. Yeah, because she wants a Smokey dick, bro. Look at her ass, bro. Thirsty ass.
Agreed.
Keep it in your pants.
You talk to kids in their language.
I know, but I'll just
Shut down. I'll give it to...
give it to them straight.
Ah! That's my goat, bro. I like that shit. My man Smokey says, fuck y'all. He do it on his own.
Withering.
you better believe Smokey is strong too. Bears his size can break trees and flip over boulders weighing more than 350 pounds. When he was just a cub, Smokey even smashed this shitty little house to bits.
Why? Why did he... Wait, hold on. What is some context for this? Why did he smash someone's house? The fuck?
He's surprisingly stealthy.
Say millions of acres of forest can run over 30 miles per hour. Jesus. Lift over 700 pounds. Smashed a house down, defeated a gorilla. Influenced the Adam family, befriended a bear in apocalypse. Survived the 90s with his dignity and sex.
Aside from that, he's accomplished many unbelievable feats to keep the forest safe, like manipulating time.
And also when he disguised himself as a woman without bearing any resemblance to his real body.
What? Wait, excuse me?
When he disguised himself as a woman without bearing any resemblance to his real body.
What? Wait, hold on. What did he do? I need to see this. I need to see this shit. I need to see this. I need to see this.
What makes
Fuck off, Zaxby's. Alright, I think I found
I
it.
know a place that's peaceful and quiet. A place where animals play.
Freaky ass. What the fuck?
It's called a forest. But every year we start forest fires. A careless match, a cigarette, and poof.
Wait, so theoretically, if Smokey the Bear made a comeback today, would he do this commercial with, like, I don't know, who's a fucking OF? Like Sophie Rain or some shit? Smokey the Bear does this with Violet Myers. No, who's that one chick with the Mr. Dr. Squatch commercials? Fuck, the one from Euphoria, the white chick. Oh my God, I'm blanking. Damn, I'm blanking. What is her name? Hold on. No, now I was gonna kill another Hoodie Dude detour. Sydney Sweeney, that was her name. Would he do this with Sydney Sweeney?
Fire. So the next time you're in the forest, be extra careful, okay?
Dude, imagine your Hen's Day just pulls this shit out, dude.
If you knew it was me, would you have listened?
Freaky ass, dude, like...
Boomstick, why don't you introduce his greatest feat with your baritone voice?
Prepare yourself, because Smokey can magically grow so large, he's bigger than Godzilla.
That is fucking horrifying.
Look at the size of him.
All just to emphasize...
Wait, so if he could do all this, why are forest fires still a thing? Could he not just piss on the forest fire?
If only I was a bear, then my only weakness would be bear traps, bear repellent, and bear mace. You know, shit that people had to make to stop bears since they're so unstoppable.
There are some techniques to increase your chances of surviving a bear attack. Some say you can punch your arm down their throat to induce uncontrollable vomiting.
See, they're scared of that, but like, here's my thing. What if you punch it down his throat and he just fucking bites down? That's like the counter, right? And just fucking rips your arm off. Boom, countered.
Well, it's a good thing Smokey chose a life of education and isn't chasing people down. The last thing you want after you is an 8-foot-tall bear with a giant shovel and a grudge.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Smokey, look, Smoke!
I gotta get back to the forest.
Okay, I did not know Smokey the Bear could do that. Hoodie Dude, how did you not know? My fault. I don't study Smokey the Bear fucking lore and power scaling, you fucking nerd. I don't do that shit, sorry. But like, bruh, so he's a master of disguise. He can grow to like 2 million feet high, like sky high and shit. He has a shovel. He's a fucking bear. Okay. Let's hear Mcgruff the Crime Dog. Like, I don't know shit about Mcgruff the Crime Dog. Maybe this guy could be like the Batman. Oh god, ew, Batman. Or like the Question or some shit. That's what it's giving. Like he's like the Question. I guess we'll never know because we got a fucking Wix ad here. Let's hear him out, guys. No, let's not hear him out because I've seen this ad 50 million fucking times, dude.
Got about 50 million followers. We're in
the
billions of views.
Dude, congrats.
And we're a small team. Really?
Wow. Fuck off.
Let me take you on a trip back to the late 1970s.
Dude, I don't think I'm allowed in that era. I'm not gonna lie.
Also known as
they would have saw my skin color. They started unleashing an amount of slurs like a fucking solo oatmeal.
Yeah, domestic crime was getting bad. Like, really bad.
Oh god, dude.
At the turn of the decade, the American people made a hero to save them from themselves.
This is so grim because they ran into the void. Thanos snapped the asses, bro. POV, the fucking, what's that one game that everyone was promoted to stream? Fuck, what is that one game? The game that just came out that's so shitty, dude. God damn it, another Hoodie Dude detour, dude. Hold on. Mind's Eye, dude. Mind's Eye. For a POV, the Mind's Eye servers, gang.
A dog in a trench coat.
Trench coat.
This canine began his campaign modestly enough, but he needed a name. After 8 months of polling, he was given one, along with an unforgettable slogan.
Wait, 8 months? Wait, it took these motherfuckers 8 months to come up with the name Mcgruff the Crime Dog?
Take a bite out of crime.
Mcgruff the Crime Dog.
Focused and determined to make that bite count, Mcgruff hit the streets hard and fast. In just a year, more than 50% of Americans had seen at least one Mcgruff advertisement.
It's because teenagers are the victims of over 2,000 violent crimes by strangers every day. You can help stop it.
That's because he was willing to get his job done by any means possible.
Okay. Full name Mcgruff the Crime Dog. Height 6 foot. Weight 155. Bloodhound. Product of the War on Crime. Wears a cool trench coat created in 1979 by Jack
Even
Hill.
if it meant ultimate embarrassment. He used commercials, cartoons, comic books, video games.
Video game, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be mad as fuck if it's like 1980 something. And like instead of getting me Mortal Kombat, my parents gave me the Mcgruff the Crime Dog video game. I would just feel like my parents would hate me if they give me that shit.
Musicals.
He even released his own anti-drug album with such classic singles as Crack and Cocaine,
'cause nobody's needing that crack and cocaine.
Winners don't use. Unironically better than the new Lil Wayne album. I don't know, Leve. I don't know if you should drop the new album, Leve. I don't know. Mcgruff the Crime Dog just dropped some bangers, gang. Well, not drop. Just Mcgruff this.
Making a mess of your mind.
Making a mess at your mind. Like, instead of playing NWA again, my mom and dad just played this shit. I grew up to be like one of those, like, I don't know, dude. Just jump out the fucking car. No, no, no.
And
winners don't use. Just ask fucking, what was that, Barry Bonds?
Inhalants.
You'll be suffering pain. 'Cause inhalants kill.
Dude, what if someone played this shit for Kanye West when he was during his Whippets era?
Yeah, it's
oh god,
really, really bad.
Wait, wait, did this campaign work though? I'm not gonna lie, I get the sentiment. Mcgruff the Crime Dog essentially brings awareness to it, but like, did it help at all? Like, imagine some guy was on the verge of beating his partner. Mcgruff the Crime Dog wouldn't like this. He puts his hand down. I'm sorry. I'll end this. I'll go seek therapy. It's okay, honey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did it work? How? Okay, whatever.
As Mcgruff's plan generally targeted children rather than current criminals, it required patience and time. But
That's true.
Worked.
Okay.
Over the next few decades, crime dropped exponentially. The next generation of America was smarter and safer.
Well, I would assume it's due to other factors. But you know what, Mcgruff the Crime Dog, I'll give you some of it. I'll give you some of the praise.
Now, some of you are probably thinking, hey, you can't prove Mcgruff was responsible for all of that.
What the fuck? They knew.
And I say to you, can you prove he wasn't?
Fuck, he got me. Shit.
Regardless, Mcgruff certainly had a massive impact, leading the charge against crime.
I mean,
I also think maybe, you know, the cops probably did their jobs. I mean,
That's seriously impressive.
Probably Michael Jordan.
Considering all my dog does is sit around licking his balls.
All mine does is just fucking hump the chair.
And bite with enough pressure to break bones.
And unlike my dog, Mcgruff wears a cool trench coat, which not only protects him from the rain and cold, but gives off a neat detective vibe.
That's what I'm saying. It gives off the question vibes. It gives off a detective. I fuck with that. Oh my god.
Laundry can be really... ugh. Especially
I guess.
if it sits in the water.
He possesses a certain set of skills to do so. He has a keen eye for details and context clues. He's exceptional at analyzing and predicting potential crimes in progress.
So he's a detective.
So he can predict what's gonna happen with a few context clues, but that doesn't mean much if he can't stop a mugging or whatever.
Luckily, Mcgruff has plenty of tools and talents. When someone—
Wait, don't cut away. Wait, hold on. Wait, is he just gonna see this fucking—
Hold on. What's gonna happen with a few context clues?
Wait,
but that—
so instead of Mcgruff the Crime Dog's over here narrating as his kid's about to get fucking jumped for his new jacket or some shit. Does he help? I mean, he's still a fucking bloodhound. He can bark.
Much if he can't stop a mugging or whatever.
This motherfucker sucks. He's a fraud.
Luckily, Mcgruff has plenty of—
Also, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You fucking, instead of running away, you fucking scoop back into a pile of trash. You kind of deserve to get jumped. I ain't gonna lie. You don't hit the jets. You don't run away. You just you fall down and fucking, you know, ass first into some fucking, you know, some homeless man's like penthouse over here. Dude, you kind of deserve to get jumped. I ain't gonna lie. You got the survival instincts of a fucking frog, of a snail, bro.
Tools and talents. When someone's in trouble, Mcgruff's circle of respect creates a force field.
What?
Which is apparently the perfect defense against bullies.
Dude, I'm just imagining some little child who's getting bullied, who like didn't have like an older brother or some shit, and like they just imagine them going to school after watching the Mcgruff the Crime Dog comic or some shit, or like an ad about circle of respect, I'm assuming, and then he's getting bullied by these two nerds, by these two fucking by like some bullies, right? Getting bullied by some bullies. What a fucking sentence, I know. And then out of nowhere, instead of fighting back, instead of telling a teacher, instead of calling for help, he yells out, "Circle of respect!" Dude, that poor kid's probably like, dude, Jesus fuck.
While he's not an official member of the police force, he's been hanging around officers for decades.
Okay, reduce crime nationwide. Consider 45 miles per hour released a music album approved by 8 out of 10. Approved by 8 out of 10 Americans. Defeated numerous bullies. Impressive video editor. Bite can snap bone. Can drive despite being a dog. Okay, is there any other feats he can do? Because I'm not gonna lie, Smokey the Bear can grow to be fucking Godzilla. There's not really... Okay.
So it's not unreasonable to believe he's picked up some police combat training.
Being your own dog has its perks. For example, Mcgruff's car isn't a standard beat-up police cruiser, it's a friggin' monster truck.
Okay, that's cool as fuck.
This bad mamma jamma is based on a 2010 Ford Super Duty with 540 cubic inches of gas-guzzling badassery.
Definitely an upgrade over his original 96 model. Though I'm not sure what this has to do with preventing crime.
Dude, it's fucking cool as shit. I ain't gonna...
Screw preventing crime!
Yeah!
This beautiful beast prevents all kinds of other stuff.
He's more of a counselor than a protector, and doesn't actually step in all that often.
No, but he doesn't need to when he can freeze time!
Ah yes, Mcgruff is famous for pausing time and breaking the fourth wall to discuss an ongoing potential crime. Unfortunately, while pausing time, Mcgruff does not seem capable of interacting with the world around him.
What the fuck's the point? Okay. He can't at least call the cops or nothing? He kinda sucks. I ain't gonna... McGruff kinda stinks. He's kinda ass, gang. I ain't gonna lie, G. He kinda sucks. Like, bro. Like, imagine some, like, middle-aged, some old lady, some old man is, like, having a heart attack or having a stroke, and it's on the ground. Help! Please help! And they're home alone or some shit, and McGruff the crime dog stops time. Hey, this old man and lady, she's having a stroke. Recognize the signs, fellas. Recognize the signs. And just walks off, just fucks off. Doesn't help out or nothing. And then like the old lady or man dies. So he just sucks.
That's Jenny, but that's not Jenny's dad.
What the f?
If she gets into that car, that may be the last time you'll see Jenny.
Okay, so stop him.
He doesn't even bother saving Jenny from her kidnapper.
Which means...
Oh my god.
He was right! That was the last time we saw Jenny!
Still...
Dude, he sucks. I'm sorry, McGruff the crime dog fucking sucks. And I saw him hit the whip and nay gang, I ain't gonna lie. I hope Smokey the Bear turns him into fucking, like, I don't know, just eats him or some shit.
Campaign has been wildly victorious. It's safe to say he succeeded in taking a bite out of crime.
I guess. Along with better education, better counseling, and better fucking music, and like some other stuff. Whatever.
Oh my god, we didn't even mention the reality flipping switch he has in his office.
Wait, what?
What the hell is up with that thing?
I'm Mcgruff the crime dog, and I'm here to help take a bite out of crime.
So, this looks like a... Dude, am I tricked? This looks like a stomp. I'm not gonna lie. So this meant Smokey the Bear can grow to be 6 million feet high. And like... Dude, Mcgruff the crime dog has a monster truck. Bear, but not gonna lie, the monster truck is kind of cool. Smokey the Bear does not have a monster truck. That angle, that is something. Like, dude, this is funny. I'm excited. I'm excited as fuck. I'm just imagining the #1 Mcgruff the crime dog fan just watching this shit like, Death Battle, how could you? This is a stomp and you know it.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
Wait, this was the debate?
But first, I've got a public service announcement for you.
Ooh.
It's about food.
Ah! Okay, I'm excited as fuck.
Remember, kids, fire is a dangerous tool which should never be left unattended.
Well, thank you, Mcgruff the crime dog. You truly are insightful, dude. He's a fucking fraud.
Well, time to go.
Only you could have prevented that forest fire, fool.
Whoa! I'm not gonna lie though, my man Smokey the Bear is right though. Like, you couldn't have pulled up like a fucking Dasani water bottle or something. You couldn't have pissed on the fucking fire. Instead, you decided to tell some kids the most useless information, and they hit the jets as soon as the fire starts going away. Smokey's right! Now my man Smokey has to do the bare minimum. Is that a pun? I guess. I don't care. And like, now that god damn! I'm running for Big Smokey.
Only you could have prevented that forest fire, fool.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! This is fire, dude. This looks so... Bitch! Smokey, damn! God, Smokey hit you with like 4 quick ones. Make. Bitch! POV, the average Samoan. I ain't gonna lie, Mcgruff the crime dog sucks dick, dude. Them hits are not doing shit to my man Smokey, bro. Oh shit!
You should learn to respect your surroundings. I'll show you respect.
Wait, hold on. Theoretically, is Mcgruff the crime dog circle of respect force field? How durable is it? Because low key, he could outlast Smokey. Because bears don't have good stamina. Oh. So there goes that option. But like, okay, so how is the circle of respect power? You know what? That's another question for another day. I don't give a fuck. Oh yeah, smokes! What the fuck? Damn, good aim, Hawkeye.
Remember, kids, if you're about to be mauled by a bear...
He can't do nothing, dude. He just sucks. He's funny. I like Mcgruff the crowd. He's unironically so stupid.
Stupid dog.
Oh, the fucking... And he's destroying the forest through deforestation?
Take a bite out of this!
This is so cool. He's destroying the forest!
Not even you can prevent this!
Oh, dude. Wait.
Remember, kids.
Wait, use the circle of respect! Dude. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm not gonna lie, though, my man Smokey the Bear was 100% warranted in like taking out my man Mcgruff the crime dog. Like, you caused deforestation and a forest fire. My man Smokey the Bear is about that action. You just tattle and tail and just give us useless facts.
KO!
Yeah, I figured, dude. This man Smokey the Bear can grow to be like 400 feet fucking tall. So I would assume so, dude. Like I kind of figured this would happen. I'm not gonna lie. One can grow to like. But to be fair, my man Smokey the Bear doesn't have a rap album. So who's the real winner? But yeah, fellas, that's grab today's video. Bro, if you like the video, like the video. If you don't like the video, fuck you. Sorry, I don't care. But, bruh, that's grabbing today's video. Again, if you want me to react to anything more specific, let me know in the comments below. That's grabbing today's video, buddy. Love y'all. Peace. Bye.